I know you've been going through it. Feel like you're all by yourself, back against the wall, walking through the fire. I'll be with you until there is nothing left. I know you've been hurt in the past, but maybe that ain't my fault. But I'm here if you wanna talk. Oh, baby, I ain't trying to work too hard for love that's not your love. I'm willing to give my all. I need a helper, baby. Come on, baby, give me that work. You gotta meet me halfway. I need a helper, baby. Come on, baby, put it in. You gotta meet me halfway, baby. Say it's problems for your family. If you need a little space, this would is so bad if you keep pushing me away. Baby, if I leave, I'm never coming back, and that's all everything. Baby, I know you've been hurt in the past, but baby, that ain't my fault. But I'm here if you want to talk. Baby, I'm not really trying to work too hard for love that's optional, but I'll give you my all. I need effort, baby. Come on, give me that. Oh, you gotta give it all. You gotta meet me halfway. I need a helper, baby. Come on, baby. You gotta meet me halfway, baby. Never things mean the most to me. Communicate like it's supposed to be. I feel at home when you're holding me. Got me living out dreams, got me living my dreams. Never things mean the most to me. Communicate like it's supposed to be. Living my dreams, but the trauma got you hurt from the past. It ain't my fault. I just wanna talk to you, baby. I just wanna talk. I don't wanna work too hard for love that's not to know. I'm ready to give this love thing my all. Baby, I need a love. Come on, baby, give me that love. You gotta meet me in the middle of the baby. Yeah. Come on, baby, give me that love. Oh, I need a love, baby. Come on, baby, give me that love. You gotta meet me halfway. I need effort, baby. Come on, baby. I need more, baby. You gotta meet me halfway, baby. You ain't gonna be perfect, baby. I just need you to try.
Hey, what's up? It's the Cat's Meow, also known as the Flash of the Justice League. You can find me on Instagram at the Cat's Meow Official or on YouTube at the Cat's Meow.
Hi, it's your girl Ebbie Reviews, aka Tatted and Fluffy, aka that bitch with the beat face, telling you to find me on YouTube for all your makeup needs.
Hello everybody, I'm Terrence, better known as the Black Superman of the Just Us League, and you can catch me on Giving You the Real Tea at YouTube.
What up? It's me, Teddy27. I am Iceman. Why? Because I'm cold as ice. I don't throw shade, I send darkness, because you can get from under shade, but you can't get from under darkness. Catch me on YouTube at Teddy27 Official, also on Instagram at Teddy27 Official, and on Twitter at Teddy27. I'm out. What's good?
What up, everybody? This is YBENTTV, also known as Wonder Woman of the Justice League, You can catch me here on YouTube at reallybtv.
This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, also known as Batman of Justice League. I'm here for all your reality show needs and gossip news. If you want all of that, find me on YouTube at Scotty by Nature TV.
Welcome to the House of Justice, where truth is served, presented by YB Entertainment TV. My supporters are called the jury, and I am the judge and executioner, honey, and my rulings are absolute and final. Yes, God.
And
we
are
just
us.
Lee.
Yes, God, honey, you better fucking know it, bitch. Yes, bitch, you better fucking know it, honey. Without further ado, allow me to introduce some of my Justice League members, honey. We have the First Lady, Eddie Reviews, honey. How are you?
Oh, I am lovely. How are you?
Blessed and flavored, honey. How are you?
Baby, listen.
Also introducing the Cat's Meow, honey. It's to the God.
Hey.
Hey, Pooh.
That intro was everything. Everything.
Everything.
I love it.
We did that.
We still have yet to release the unedited, like, behind the scenes version of that.
That thing is funny to me.
Man.
Yes, God.
Man.
Also, we have with us the wonderful Scotty by Nature TV, honey. Yes, hold on.
What?
Oh, here we go. Yes, God.
I was about to say,
My
what the
button.
fuck? Going on?
Yes,
I was
God.
about to say, what the hell?
No, my button was messing up. Child, I'm trying to do the business lately. It's
Yeah, it has though. It has. Okay.
Whew, honey. So we're waiting on our special guest to join us shortly. I'm sorry that we're a little bit late, but we are here, honey. You know how we do. Nonetheless, it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful show. Amen.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hello, husband. You know, it's like you got, if Woodeloo stepped in the room, everybody got to stop. Everybody got to stop because my husband that came in and spoke to me.
Who's your husband?
Jonathan Ford.
Jonathan.
Okay, all right, honey.
Well, I just want to say that I am happy that the ice is finally melting in this beach.
Amen.
That's what I want to say. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes. Praise God.
We
Praise
still ain't
God.
got no water though. We still ain't got no water, but the ice.
And your light bill
melting.
gonna be $700,000, but we bless God for the small. Child, I saw one thing. They talk about $1,000 a kilowatt. Jesus Christ.
Let me tell you something. I will be writing Karen letters to the goddamn electric company, bitch. I'm gonna be. I need 60 days. Credit, bitch. Something gotta happen.
Something. And not a $700 or $1,000 bill. That's not gonna happen.
It's a natural fucking disaster situation. So they should be covering all of that, honey. All of that.
Listen.
I don't understand why y'all would charge us more for not having power.
That's my question. Y'all didn't even
That's
have
my
power.
whole thing right there.
We saving the earth. When you think about it, we saving the company a little bit. Well, are they losing money if no one's using power? Because they can't charge you?
So, because we
It
couldn't.
was just a week, though. And yes, people were using power, like the hotels and places, the warming centers.
But you can have power at the warming centers, but not at my house. So
Right. Y'all
Like,
got
that don't
power
even
at
make
the warming
sense.
centers, but no power at the house.
Child, for real. Brianna,
I can honestly say that we've had power for the entire time for us during the snowstorm, but the only thing about it is now people's pipes have busted. Like my cousin, he lost his apartment because the pipe upstairs busted and it flooded his apartment in, so he pretty much lost everything he got.
Oh no.
But I know here 3 of our pipes busted and they just turned off everybody's water around here. So I mean, now we,
No water. I have water and I have lights, but I think it's because they were proactive and cut our water off first. When they saw that it was going bad, they went ahead and just cut the pipes. And they were sending emails around the apartment complex to let people know to like slow drip their water the night before. Keep, just to keep the pipes
flowing so it won't freeze over. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we get that when there's a freeze warning here. they'll tell us to keep at least one faucet dripping at all times, so your water continuously flows and it doesn't freeze.
Not sure. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It makes a lot of sense.
I don't think they, especially here, they wasn't. My mother wasn't expecting it to be so bad, but
Right.
you
We
know,
weren't prepared
we
for
don't.
it.
Yeah, we don't have this type of problem like that. Like we haven't had an ice storm like this since '98, so it's like this doesn't happen. But it
I
has
mean, it
happened.
snowed in Texas before. I mean, Houston. It snows in Texas all the time. It snowed in Houston before, but then we didn't lose power or water. It was just super cold. But this
Right.
blast, this Arctic freeze, this ice storm, completely. But the more I'm watching news reports now, because I was watching a few news reports when I was getting info together for my video. Apparently, ERCOT, which is like the energy council or whatever that, whatever, they knew this was going to happen.
And so they didn't plan for it?
Apparently, it takes money to winterize these generators and machines and whatever. It takes money to winterize them. So they were able to withstand the heat, but they were not
able to take the cold.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But they knew that. So it's like, why not just do it anyway?
Probably because they thought it wasn't never going to happen, probably.
Which is why
y'all like, it's the same reason the levees broke when they had the hurricane in Louisiana, because they knew it was a possibility, but they didn't ever think it was actually going to happen. So they didn't, to cut costs, they didn't prepare for the worst. And now the worst has happened. Now look at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that one mayor who got on that one mayor who got on the Twitters or the, I don't know, the Facebooks, the Twitters, I don't know where this man went on. The social media is talking about something. It's not our job to take care of you. Nigga, you the mayor. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. It absolutely
That's the very definition of your job, you stupid
is.
bastard. Okay, you know what?
It absolutely is.
We'll get back to
been
this.
me.
I just want to, our special guest is here.
Okay.
Yes, God, honey. Yes, God, honey. Also hailing from Texas. Amen. Hopefully he's doing well. He was introduced to us on season 2 of Chasing Dallas, bitch. Came through, honey. Came through, hallelujah, bitch. Came through. And now we're seeing him on this season of The Retreat. Let's get into it with Styles by Howard, also known as Trey Howard, honey. How are you, boo?
Oh, and he traveling. Oh, hey, boo.
Oh God, I'm so sorry that I am late. So literally there is no gas nowhere in Texas. Like everywhere I pull up is saying they're only serving diesel. So I've been trying to find gas for the last 20 minutes.
Wow. Using gas to get gas. They know the struggle.
Right.
Listen, I remember. I've done that before. We had a gas shortage here. Ran out of gas as I pulled up to the final pump.
You know, so I definitely, when them times come, I try to hurry up and fill up as much as I can, but then you still gotta go to work up until the warning.
Yeah, you gotta use the gas.
Exactly.
But how are you?
I'm good. I think I can't complain. Can't complain. I think that things have been looking up for me ever since last season, and I just feel like I just need to keep that momentum and keep that that work that I have, and I should be okay.
Amen.
That's what's up.
I know that's right. Keep sending them invoices. Amen.
You've been doing a lot. You've been very busy since we've been introduced to you. Even while being introduced to you, you were busy. I think you were one of the only cast members that really had a lot going on that last season. That's really unheard of for a newcomer.
Right. It seems like we always are the ones that are, get the last, man on the totem pole. We're trying to make it. And I feel like that was my last season. I feel like that was my main goal, was to show my work. But it seemed like production and like the higher up seeing my work, seeing what I could do, and wanted me to be a part of, the spinoff and then carry on to season 3. So I'm super excited.
Now going into it, we're talking about The Retreat. How was that makeup process? Because again, as I mentioned in my review, and I know a lot of other people were likely thinking, Dior, you, George, a bunch of people had it out with Reese. So how did that come to Jesus moment happen?
Well, after the reunion, let me put my seatbelt on so y'all can hear this. After the reunion, me and Reese and I, we definitely had a conversation. And as y'all can see, he kind of felt like everybody was attacking him. No one had his back. Everybody was kind of like doing their own thing. For me, I just wanted him to show. I wanted him to show his work. I wanted him to show my work. I wanted him to show what I did. I'm 24 years old, so I am working hard. I'm trying to make a name for myself. And if we're going to stay true to the name of the show. The name of the show is Chasing Reality. So let's find some people that are actually chasing something. And I feel like I was last season. So he kind of reached out to me and was like, I see you. I see what you're working for. I see how hard you're working. And if you let me, I will help you out. And from there, I can tell y'all, Reese has helped me so much from the things that he has done for me. And also my boyfriend has really been amazing. He has really stepped up to the plate and become that mentor that I was looking for in season 2. I definitely feel that.
That's good to know.
That's good.
Yeah. He's done a lot of stuff. He's a lot of stuff you'll see on the show. My boyfriend planned like a birthday party for me. Reese was involved. My boyfriend did something for my business. Reese gave him all the tools to help me get that shit started. So he has really been a good friend.
That's what I'm here for. It does seem as if, I know we're going to probably end up talking to Reese as well one of these days, but it does seem like even in this first episode, I have seen a difference in the Reese that we've seen from Chasing Dallas. So that makes it more cool and more warm and more comfortable to be around, it seems like.
Right. We had a great time on the retreat. Me and Reese, we laughed. We were drunk. We had a great time. He told me some behind the scenes stuff to help me with my business. So he really let his guard down, and I really took that and I made him my friend. I really think he's a great friend right now.
That's what's up.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, so I just really want to jump into. We're gonna get past the minutiae of all of this. What the hell is the problem with you and that boy? What's going on? What is the problem with you and that boy?
Listen, because when they were going back and forth, that shit was fucking hilarious. Because when he said, but I'm not no stylist, and Trey came back with, but you're not anything, I hollered.
Oh. And for those who don't know, and you should know because you should have watched episode 1 of the retreat. Basically, we're talking about there's a feud between Trey Howard and Dre Simber. Apparently, Dre Simber was on a live with Sky, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he said something that wasn't in the best light of Trey Howard. Trey Howard responded, and now Dre Simber has a problem saying, I don't know why you came for me, saying that you don't like me, but I did nothing to you.
Right. So the basis was I was on season 2 and I felt like I was getting so much shit thrown at me from left to right, from the fight to me being messy to what do you do? You're just here for mess. People that, and then with production not showing the work and everything. I just felt like I was the last man alive again on the totem pole. And with Dre Simber, like he said in the show, he's a participant. First he's a fan. Well, like him, I am a fan of any LGBTQ community service or any show. But unlike him, I know what my name and I know what my words would do to somebody on that platform. I know that my supporters, people who watch me, would watch those shows and see what I said and take that as truth. And I don't want ever to be the cause of anyone's demise or anyone's trouble if I have no part in it. Like, it's not my business. So I felt like Dre Simber inserted himself on a preconceived notion that he was going to be a part of this show. He wanted to be a part of this show. He wanted to be a part of Chasing Reality since he's been watching for some time. So he found some type of loophole to get himself involved in the show. And then he decided to pick on somebody. He kind of felt like, oh, I can pick on him. He's my size. He's on my level. So let me just pick at him. And that's what he did. He started talking about me saying nasty things in the blogs, nasty things under the comments. And so when the show finally ended, he was on his live with Sky. I was like, this seems like the great time to just pick at him. And so that's what I did. It was very petty, very immature, but I felt like doing it.
At least you with clarity about what it was. There was no confusion. I came to be petty.
A lot
That's
of
why.
people say that. A lot of people say that I, came for him, and I feel like I didn't come for him. I feel like I was it. On season 2, I was ready to, attack anybody who had said anything about me. I was very quiet. I listened to what he had to say. I listened to all his problems, why he felt this type of way, and then when I decided to respond, it seemed as if though he didn't know what I was talking about, or he wanted to backpedal, or he didn't want to own his shit for him coming for me initially. So you can't get mad that a snake bit you if you send her teasing the snake.
I mean, you do. Let me ask you this though: did you go into the show wanting a resolve with Drexel?
You said, was it resolved?
I said, did you go into the show wanting to resolve this issue?
I went into the show not wanting any problems. I went into the show thinking that it was just going to be me, Reese, Ariel, and Dior, and maybe some more people from Chase and Dallas, whom I'm all cool with. So it was never a problem. But when he decided to insert himself into my business, that's when it became a problem, because you don't know anything about anything. Not my finances, not my work, not anything. I don't have a problem with him, but he's making me have a problem with him by trying to have a moment. You don't need a moment. If you had work, if you had something to do with your life, you wouldn't need to come for me. You could just show your work. But you can't. So you have to come through to a show and insert yourself and try to be the doll, and then get shut down and get your face handed to you cracked.
I did say, talking about the show, I was like, this is interesting. You, Dior, and Ariel, Reese. I don't know who Eric James is as of yet, but just knowing that particular group of people, y'all are some snipers, bitch. And I know Dre Simber is spicy too, so I was wondering how that dynamic, as we see in the first episode, does he have an issue with everyone? It seems like
pretty much he has an issue with everyone, and yes, he has an issue with everyone, and it gets crazier as the days go by. It seemed like we were supposed to be there for peace and healing, but it seemed like Mr. Eric James had a motive. It seemed like Dre Simber had a motive against all of the returning cast members for Chase and Dallas. So it seemed like they just wanted to have a moment, and they end up having a moment within themselves because they got into it. So me, Reese, and Ariel looking back like, who the fuck did we invite on a vacation with? Who did we go to vacation with? These crazies.
And I'm so glad you said vacation. Did you think it was good the way it was, or would you have preferred to have done this retreat with people that you already knew?
I would have liked it to be with people I know, and it's so much stuff going on in Dallas right now with Chasing Dallas season 3 that I would have expected them to come on the trip to kind of like get the ball rolling with season 3, with beginning with Markel and Reese, and beginning with George and Reese, and the split in the dynamic of the group, and everybody's picking a side A, side B. Like, it's so much going on. I would have thought that they would have chose those girls, but to have Drace, whatever his boy name is, out of the slums, I'm like, oh.
No, not the slums, but
they brought his ass out from the Loch Ness swamp to be part of this show.
Not the slums, Jesus. Okay. All right. Okay, so do you think that Dre Simber did all of this to try and propel him into like a permanent cast member for season 3?
What I can say is he did market well. He did market himself well as being a drama starter or whatever, because he did get a permanent spot on Chasing Dallas season 3. He'll be a friend of the show and everything, but he got a permanent spot. My only thing is, I would not move to another city for a web series that I'm not the star of. He picked up his life, his fanny pack and his cot, and he moved to Dallas.
Not his cot, God. His cot and his duffel bag, Jesus,
and his fanny pack. No, not a duffel bag.
Oh,
fanny pack, and
not that little drawstring backpack that he had, God. Okay.
Y'all all know the fanny pack.
But wait, okay. So let's before I know we defaming this child on this live, but let's get some clarity. So do we know for a fact that this baby doesn't have a real job? How he pick up his whole life and move?
From all the show, I'm only speaking from, since he's a public figure, I'm only speaking for what I see him in the public. I see him on multiple shows. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I see him on multiple shows, causing drama, throwing plates, being all kinds of drugs, saying he does drugs, he's alcoholic, say he has an attitude problem, and then to come to Dallas and do the same thing without even presenting a product, presenting an event, presenting any type of work. He could have been like, I'm Dre Simber, public figure, I do blogs. He could have been a damn journalist for all I care. Just come with something, some type of resume. This man came with himself and thinking that would be enough. That's not enough. Girl, we are into a lot. What do you have them doing? And he compares Atlanta to Dallas so much, and I'm like, yeah, those are two different things. You have those people in Atlanta, yeah, but the people in Dallas, we have been working. Season 1 of Chasing Dallas was not a good run for the franchise, and those people that are part of season 2, I like them or not, we kind of all put our best foot forward for the show, and for him to think he just gonna come on the show and be the doll, that's not gonna carry with our fans. It's not gonna resonate with anybody who really does this for a living, who really have a passion. No one's gonna care.
Right, because the whole premise of the show is to show what you're chasing. So none of us know what he's chasing. No problem. Nobody knows what he's chasing. Is he trying to catapult onto the national stage to be on TV? And is that why he's franchise hopping? Or
not catapult?
Oh, say it again. My phone cut out.
I'm just trying to figure out what is since the nature of the show is to be chasing your dream and chasing something. Do we know what he's chasing? Is he trying to catapult himself onto the national stage to actually get onto TV? Do we know what his aspirations are other than being the set-off king?
I believe that's what his end goal is to be on TV. But my thing is, ain't nobody gonna bless no mess. Ain't nobody gonna invest in no mess. So ain't nobody gonna give you no real money to do a motherfucking thing if you ain't got no product, you ain't got no work. Nobody's gonna say, here's $1,000, here's $2,000, here's $1 million to go to your dream, to your passion, because you're not ready. You're not ready. Faith without works is dead.
You better speak a word. Okay.
So you're not ready. That's my biggest problem with him. I have no problem with him. We could almost be similar if he would just. Reese said one thing, like, you guys are almost as similar, and I can be true to that. I can say, okay, I can accept that we're almost similar, but the difference is I have a passion. I'm 24, he's 28. There's no reason you should be acting like this as a grown man. To keep perpetuating yourself as the doll and keep saying you're the one and you're gonna revive Dallas. Are you insane? Do you not watch the show? We brought in numbers before you even on there throwing plates.
Okay. All right. So the Real Hot Boys of Houston said he has a T-shirt line and do-rags that he promotes.
Oh, is that why he always wear those do-rags? Those are his line? I don't think that's his line. I don't think the do-rags that he wears is his line. I think those are all beauty supply.
That may be a part of his line.
The thing about it is, though, it kills me because I see where production was going by adding him. They wanted to give a little spice, but I do feel like you already technically had the spice, because between you, Dior, and Ariel and Reese, it's again, going back to what I said in my review, I really feel like the retreat, and this is no shade to Eric James or Trey Simber, I just felt like the retreat should have been like maybe season 1 cast members, season 2 cast members of Dallas only. Because like you said earlier, there's a lot of conflict resolution that we didn't get a chance to even get any resolution from season 2 between George, King Kane, or with what's homeboy name? In his wigs. What's his name?
Womack.
Oh, well, Trey Womack and Reese's situation, and there's a lot. there's a lot that I felt like should have came, because when we hear the word retreat, we think of a place where we're going to come and acknowledge our demons. We're going to come and acknowledge the things that drove us apart. We're going to try to
Right.
be peer relations, and we're going to try
Right.
to like get our shit together so we can move forward.
Right. And he
So this
came in
would
there
make more
talking about
sense.
we the help.
Child, when he said the maid, I died. I had to lay on my floor and talk to the Lord about it. Listen, listen. I'm not trying to make this all about this young man, but I just need him to understand that it can't just be just nowadays. It can't just be. It's just me. I'm the product. I'm the personality. Now make me famous. You have to have something behind you. You have to damn near come with your own following.
Right.
Your own merch already established. You have to come showing that you have a history of this is what I've done. I just need your help to push me to the next level. And with this young man, until the Real Hot Boys of Houston said anything, I had no clue that this child had a t-shirt line or was promoting do-rags.
Because he don't
So
promote
that says
himself.
to me that clearly you are not doing your job. If somebody who watches the show that you're on every week doesn't know that you have these other things going on. I know that you're a stylist. We've seen your work. I know that Reese put out a book. I know that George is on social George has a real job. But I know what's going on with George. I know Carrie D is putting out music. I know all of these people are doing all of these things. But the only thing that we know about this young man is that he likes to talk a lot of smack and set shit off. But where are your works, beloved? Where's your fruit?
Exactly.
You're known by your fruit. Where's your fruit at? Well,
he's made he's made a lot of statements about a lot of things that really aren't true. And the real tea was after the show ended, and Reese and Ariel did the after show, and he went live. He was asked to get off of live because of the integrity of the show, and because everybody thought he was on drugs anyway. And so with him doing all that stuff on live, it seemed as though he was not remorseful. It seemed as though he was getting more amped up as the time went by after the show, because he felt like his ego was probably bruised because he got read so hard, or that the fans are not resonating with him like they should have been, because they thought that they was going to love the drama more than they love the show. You're not bigger than the show. You're not by yourself. It takes an ensemble cast to do what we do, and if you can't get with that, then that's going to be your ending. That's going to be the death of you, because it takes an ensemble. We all worked for this show, and you can't be on this show and thinking that Dre Simber is just going to headline and just be it. It just can't work like that.
I think he has something, and I even told him this when he was in my live yesterday. I said, just dial it back a little bit, because you have to be, sometimes you have to come into situations, especially when you don't know people like that. You got to sit back and observe, and you have to have some cool about yourself, because this could be the last time we get an opportunity to see you on a web series.
Exactly.
Everything is about how you present yourself. And so sometimes you have to do away with, especially when the old ways aren't working anymore, and it hasn't worked. For some reason, God has blessed you with an opportunity yet again. The other people that have done these shows before, they're not back here. You know what I'm saying? So when you get an opportunity like this, you can't squander it. You got to go into this like business minded. You got to put the drink down or anything else down. You got to put it down. You have no choice, because if you don't do that, you're going to end up fucking up what could be potential future opportunities, especially if this is the realm you want to work in. Relationships are everything. And if you're going around fucking up relationships with everybody, you destroyed your own integrity, and people aren't going to trust working with you.
Now, during the retreat, after he does apologize, and I do forgive him, because I don't see an issue with carrying on a grudge and everything. We kind of get back into it when he starts to speak and come for somebody that he shouldn't have, for real. He comes for Imani. And I was so shocked that I was like, wait, what? And so I had to get on him about that. I'm like, now you're really trying to come for like people's businesses and people who they are. He was misgendering. He was just, dragging her name, and I've been on her show multiple times, so I'm always going to ride. Just like if someone says something bad about y'all, I'm gonna ride, because what people do for their passion, what people do as who they are, you should not even touch, and especially when you're zero.
Oh.
So it gets heated when he comes for Imani, and then I have a problem. Me and Eric was fine when he was riding with me in my car, but now I don't know where we are because some things have transpired. He's went on multiple press blogs talking nasty about me, and it's crazy how they are Dre Simber and him are talking about me and talking about the show as if no one helped them or no one. When I talked to Eric for so long in the car, and I told him, last year was a bad moment for me. He went on King Kane and basically said that it was whack for people to jump. He's never seen people as whack as those who jumped that boy. And I'm like, but Eric, I told you all this in confidence about what happened, and for you to use that against me, and you're supposed to be my friend, I don't see it. Here's a lot of things. Eric and Reese aren't seeing it eye to eye. They were cool on the retreat. Things take a turn so fast.
Well,
Can I ask you this question real quick?
I'm shocked and amazed behind this Eric person, because I didn't even know that young man existed until the show came out yesterday. So, and then you said he was doing press, and then you said who he did the interview with. So that makes sense as to why I ain't never heard of him. So, okay, all right.
So he does press.
This week.
He gets into it with Dre Simber. Even though me and Dre Simber was arguing or we're into it, I never hit him below the belt. Unlike Eric. Eric reads him to another level. He talks about his living situation, where he comes from, everything.
I have a question. Are you allowed to tell us how long is this season going to be?
I don't know how long. I didn't get when I signed on, I never got the dates. They started out saying 3, but then with everything unfolding, it may be from 7 to 8 now.
Oh wow!
So not including, I don't know if we're having a reunion or not. It's still being talked about with production. I think we should have a reunion only because I want to tie up some loose ends. But they may see different, seeing how this is going to spill over into season 3.
Gotcha.
So through the show, we know what a retreat. We established what the word retreat means. Are we going to see moments? Because we see in the little flash trailer, we kind of see that you guys are having some real come to Jesus moments, either with yourselves personally or with someone else in the group. Is that we're going to see more of that too?
Yes. So not a lot of people was talking about the curator, Resilient Titan, and how what his role is on the show. So he is the astronomer and also healing guru. So he's going to be taking us through a bunch of exercises, throat chakra, different type of exercises to kind of get the true feelings of each person out. We do a bunch of exercises to kind of say why we're here, what we thought of each person before coming here, what we want to get out of this. We write down a bunch of stuff. We do a bunch of activities. We go to the beach, play a few games. So it's all about really healing. And I felt like this was designed, honestly, I feel like I was vetted for the show, honestly, for the retreat, was because my season was hard. My intro to the season was hard. And I felt that people who know me and people who know me now, like Reese, he knows a different side of me, and I felt like I got an unfair chance to show who I was on say season 2 because of how thick the drama was. But I felt like with the retreat, I got to very much so let my hair down. I got emotional. I had fun. I laughed. I showed a little bit more of who Trey Howard is, and that's why I felt like I was brought back for the spinoff, because we were all asked. There was more people that were supposed to come that did not come.
Okay.
Troy Womack was supposed to come.
Ooh, girl, that suitcase would have.
That would have been so good.
One suitcase for me.
He too busy being naked on Instagram. Yeah. So listen, I do like the fact that y'all are having like a neutral mediator, a person who has absolutely nothing to do, an outside person to come in and help y'all get it together. Hopefully y'all maybe can have an episode next season where y'all actually get somebody licensed to come in and chat with y'all in a healing circle and get your lives together.
They need to do those separately because they got a lot of problems.
Yeah.
I just think a lot of this stuff could be avoided if like y'all have like moments, because I feel like with you and Dre Simber, could there have been a moment before the show, you know, was starting to film that he could have came to you or y'all could have got together and had like like, hey bitch, we're gonna be on the show. I just want to heal this shit real quick. Let's keep it moving.
The funny part about that is when Sky went live and he started to say all those things about me, I went to his DMs and I said, hey, we don't know each other, but you said some nasty things about me on Chasing Dallas season 2. So I was just being petty. I don't have any beef with you, but I don't like your attitude, your narcissistic attitude at times, and I don't think that you're above anyone. His response was, I'm the dog. I own this. I've been in multiple shows and I'm coming to take over Dallas. See you in Dallas. And then the next thing I know is the retreat. I didn't know he was on the retreat. I didn't know he was in the bed sleeping until I pulled up.
Oh wow.
Furthermore, Reese called me a couple of weeks ago and I decided to sit down with Dre Simber, and it was literally the same thing. It's like he almost took a snort before he came to talk with me because he was very much so unrealistic, delusional, insane, crazy, dumb, all those things. He honestly thought he could sit there with his patch knee pants, his Aztec sweater, and try to call me. It was dumb.
Oh my god.
I done got hot. Wait. Merciful God. Okay, well.
Oh my god.
Like I've conversation about Dre Simber real quick. Could there ever be reconciliation, or because sometimes we try to push two people together, but really, if you just ain't for someone, you just ain't for someone. Is that how you look at it, or is there room for some type of healing with it?
Do I feel like there's a reconciliation with Dre Simber? At the meeting that we were at, I told him I would never see it for him, and that every time I seen him, I was going to read him down. So I kind of want to stay true to my word and read him down every time I see him. But if he came to me and told me that, because he's apologized before, but I don't take apologies from him because they're few far in between, and he was probably on drugs when he said it, so he probably won't remember. But if he ever came to me and told me that he wants to actually do this for real, I wouldn't help him, but I would understand and I would be more sensitive to him doing this. But to me, it seems like it's a slap in the face to Reese for taking a chance on him to show him in a better light, and for you to be back in the same position you was on G status, being the odd man out and being the aggressor. It's not a good look for you or Reese, because Reese vetted you to be here, and you come in here with a bunch of bull.
I just think he needs some self-awareness, and
he needs to humble himself.
I'm trying to take the nice route, but every time I run into a wall,
he needs to humble himself, and then come for Robert. Robert is a new cast member, a friend of the show, season 3, and
I like him already.
Me too.
Yeah, he came for Robert, and he came for Robert by way of Eric. So Eric and Robert already had a conversation, and Eric got put on hush. But it seems like Eric is being messy again, or we like to call him Bufanda, as you will see in season 3.
Bufanda.
Damn it. Well, okay, so I would just like to say Eric came off a little shaky for me. Like he was doing for the few minutes that we saw him on the first episode, he made a couple comments that made me on the first episode. Okay, in the first episode where we saw Eric and we only got a couple of minutes of him, but he made a couple statements that made me tilt my head like, wait, who are you to be saying all of this? So it gets worse with this young man, is what you're saying?
it gets worse. Eric is new to the show, so he doesn't. And I can say this on the car ride. He was asking me the ins and outs, how he should do his green screens. Eric is very calculated. Eric wanted me to have a breakdown scene and come to him, and so he could console me. So it's like he's very for the cameras. Eric has told people that he won't speak to them unless the cameras are rolling. So Eric is a character. Eric does not want to be. He leaves filming early. Eric he accuses everyone of jumping him. He tries to narrate that we tried to jump him. Eric is a character. He says a lot of disparaging things to Reese about Reese's mom. Just he goes below the belt very quickly, and he's very calculated. Every read that he would probably deliver for the retreat, I was told by production was written down and rehearsed.
Yikes!
So
that
we're getting
breaks the barriers of reality, though.
I'm sorry.
That's
breaking the barriers of reality TV. Bitch, just be. If you have nothing, if you can't be yourself, and if you just by that being a character in its own, girl, you don't need to be here. You and that moon landing shirt can go sit back down. I'm not here for
He
it.
was hashtag stuffed in that goddamn shirt in that confessional.
See, I'm not bringing nobody. I'm not fucking with the body. Shaming this season. I am not into it.
Okay. Well,
But yeah, Eric is a character. He gets into it. He says a lot of nasty things about Robert. He doesn't even know Robert, which makes him and Dior have a problem.
Listen, I've only seen Robert for a couple of minutes, but I feel like Robert is not who you want to try. Because I feel like Robert is going to show up at your house and say, come outside because I want to come say this to my face. That's the energy that Robert gives off.
And how we are connected with Robert, it seems like our family just taken over. Robert is Dior's gay brother. My gay uncle.
Gotcha.
So he is a part of the show by way of that, or how he comes to be a part of the show. He was supposed to be a part of the retreat, but some things happened and he wasn't a part, which made Eric have some things to say.
Yeah, I heard. Listen, I was trying to like Eric because he has the same name as my son, but Jesus Christ.
And he's a nice guy. He's a very sweet guy. It's just he doesn't know how to control the narrative right now. See, I think myself, I kind of watched reality TV for so long that when I got a chance to be a part of it, I kind of knew, oh, this is how you do this, and this is how you do this, and you don't say this because this is a good. And I kind of had my weak moments on season 2, but I kind of knew for the most part. I feel like he's coming in new. He's excited to be a part of a show. The engagement is happening, so he's just trying to control it the best way he can, and I just feel like he's losing the ball. I reached out to him to try to mend our relationship, but then I was called fake and phony.
You know what? I do want to say this real quick. We'll get right back into that. When you just mentioned something that made me want to say this. For any web series that I've seen, new people alone, you, Dior, and Ariel, I want to say on any show that I've watched, y'all came and made it your own to be newcomers. And I think that might intimidate a lot of other people when they come to the platform, like, oh shit, and like you said, like they're gonna try to come for y'all because y'all are the ones, but I don't think they realize, girl, that you'll be chopped down immediately.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that when y'all came, and for you to be so young at the time you did your first season of Chasing Dallas, you set the bar pretty high, baby.
Yeah. That all-white event was everything. I love that all-white event you put on.
Thank you. I have another event coming up on the 7th, which is kind of the same thing as the white event. A little different, but I've invited everyone except Trey Simber.
Oh. Go ahead, Scotty.
To piggyback off what YB was saying, I will agree that Dior, Trey Howard, and Ariel are the best examples of great newcomers. I can also say that about Oliver as well on Atlanta, because he came to Chasing Atlanta and made that his show too. So I can definitely agree.
Yeah,
with that.
there
Like,
are
I
some.
think y'all.
There's some
Go
definite
ahead.
heavy hitters in the chasing reality brand across the board. There are some heavy hitters in each franchise. I'm starting to see.
I can say that season 3 is going to be a nail biter. It's so much things coming up, from stealing of shows to um, Nailgate to just a bunch of shit. It's so crazy. Carrie D is such a key this season. He has come out of his shell almost all the way. Like, he's literally, there's no more baby Carrie. He's delivering reads. He's getting into it with the big dog Greasy. So I'm excited about season 3. I'm excited about what's to come. I
But
do
can I
believe
ask
that
you
Chasing
this?
LA. I do believe Chasing LA will be before Chasing Dallas. I hope not, because I feel like that'll ruin the whole spillover moment, because I feel like you kind of forget what went on in the retreat, because we'll be so consumed with LA, and I think that's going to be a big franchise. I think that that's going to put us on the map. It's already been confirmed that there are major networks watching the show, including Logo, Viacom. So it's only a matter of time, and I feel like LA is that franchise is going to put us mainstream.
Yes, I can see that.
You don't think that they would do Dallas and LA simultaneously?
I was thinking about that. I was like, well, they do Love and Hip Hop, and at the same time, I would hope that would be something cool, like us on Thursdays, them on Tuesdays. It would give us a more control over the week. I think that people will be tuning in to watch and just be overwhelmed with the Chasing reality brand. I feel like we push it in their face. I feel like it'll definitely be fun.
And yeah, they can't help but to see you. They can't help but to see you. What do you think? What can you tell us about your evolution from season 2 to season 3 as your character individually, and how it plays in the dynamic of the group?
Yeah, I think season 2, I was brought in off the whim that I could be good TV, only because they probably watched the footage from the altercation with Trey Womack and little ones and twos, and plus my event. I felt like they were like, oh, he could have the potential to be a heavy hitter. But I think that the reunion kind of put it on the map because of the cold tantrum I threw. I felt like, and throughout the season, I felt like the fans kind of got where I was coming from. There was a lot of fans. The majority of the fans was like, "Oh, we don't like him. He's drama filled." But there were a few people who kind of got me and seen who I was and seen the potential I had. So I felt like coming into season 3 or coming into the retreat, I definitely wanted to be more of myself. I am so goofy. I am literally. I take stuff seriously, but I live life with a smile on my face. I'm rarely upset. I joke a lot, and it's not mean jokes. It's not anything. I just have fun with life, because after everything that I've been through in my life at an early age, I felt like now as I'm in my prime, I can do what I want to do. I should have fun. And so coming into season 3, I wanted to show my work, honestly. My work has been going crazy. When I started season 2, I was working a 9 to 5. Now in season 3, I'm not working a 9 to 5. I've got an LLC now. I've been reposted by Cardi B. I'm working with Real Housewives of Dallas. It's like so many things. It's falling into place, and it's like, damn,
good.
I'm getting everything I prayed for, and I just want to keep going. I have the mentality just to keep going. Like, this can't be the end for me, and that's my problem.
Right, this is literally just the beginning.
With the other people on the show, or like the newcomers, this is not the end. This is not your claim to fame. This is just a stepping stone used to be who you are supposed to be, for who you were meant to be. So you think that this is your end, it's stupid. Or do you think this is your claim to fame, is stupid?
Yeah.
I have a question for you. Get a little personal real quick. So I'm loving this whole relationship that you have with your boyfriend, honey. So how serious is this? Can we expect like wedding bells, honey? Like, what's the
tea? I heard the word engagement, so.
Yes, me and my boyfriend. So we got together, and I'll tell anybody this. The first scene we filmed where I was introduced at Houston, me and my boyfriend had went on that trip together with Dior, and that was our first time going on a vacation together. and we ended up being put in the same room for Airbnb purposes or whatever. And like every night while we were on vacation, we just talked and learned about each other. I was still in a relationship at the time, but it was on the rocks. And shortly after we got home from Houston, I had ended that relationship and pursued James. And from there, so we've been together since Houston of last season.
Oh wow!
That's
Yeah,
right.
and you'll see more of him now on the show. He's an interior designer, so you'll kind of see us working between styling and interior design. And he's also debuting his underwear line called Underneath. So you'll see that. You'll just see our day to day, our problems, what we go through, the different things. So yeah, me and my boyfriend are really cool. We are like, I love the fact that he's around my age. We joke, we have those serious conversations, but ultimately we want to see each other win. So I think that's what makes it really cool. And he accepts me. Like, y'all be seeing me, y'all be wearing wigs, I be wearing all type of shit. I can wear a dress, a skirt, and for a long time, I never had somebody to treat me and love me for every part of me. It was either you're a top or you're a bottom, or you have to be in this box. And to see him love me every part of me, and to say, baby, you're cute, or you're pretty in this, or baby, you're sexy in this, it just makes me so happy to know that I found somebody like
that.
Oh,
Do you feel like you have found your equal, honey? Just a man
yeah,
for
I
you,
have.
honey.
And everybody says that.
So, Chasing Reality, we need a Chasing Reality presents The Wedding Bitch.
Yeah. Yes,
Hello, God.
well, I planned on I don't want to move too fast, but I do think time is of the essence. My friends were telling me, you know, you can get engaged anytime and get married anytime. I think I definitely need to lock him down. We are we are elevating in everything that we can. And like I said, Reese has been a big part. He's just been telling me, hold on to those moments. You found somebody who really loves you. Like, that's hard to come by, and it's genuine.
Yeah.
Oh, we can tell.
Yes.
We can tell all
We
of your
can feel the
new.
love through the screen. We can feel the love. Like we know it's real.
We can feel other things that come out of those photos that y'all be posting on Instagram too, honey. Okay.
Yes. And we talked about. We'll be talking about our OnlyFans and everything that we
Come
have decided
on.
to do as a couple. I mean, our relationship, for me, I'm young. We're young. We don't have, I don't feel like we have a cap on anything. We have, we're very experienced. We're trying to be very experienced with a lot of things. We've talked about a lot of things, doing a lot of things in the bedroom.
Girl, come on.
A lot of things.
A lot of
Okay.
things.
A lot of
How
things.
was that talk for y'all though?
We're experimenting.
How was that talk for y'all though? Like, who approached you about the entire OnlyFans situation? Who approached you about OnlyFans?
In a negative way or in a positive way?
In a positive, like who came to who and was like, we should do OnlyFans, let's do this.
Well, we had already been posting kind of like risque photos on Instagram, and I had been watching like a bunch of celebrity safari, a bunch of people who had made OnlyFans, and I was like, well, what they putting on there? And so honestly, our OnlyFans was very much so tease. It was no nudity. I never felt like I was going to show a part of me. I mean, it probably wasn't nudity, but it was very professional still, quote unquote, but still like risque. We only had it for a month. I just wanted to do it to try to see how it was, but we made like $2,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we made like $2,000. We just used it to go like on dinner or something. Like, it was nothing important to us. I just wanted to do it. I came to him. I was like, babe, what you think about OnlyFans? He was like, yeah, you know, as long as we're not, you know, having sex and stuff like that. That's how I felt about us trying to like do the dibble dabble with like having other people come. We were like, we're only gonna do it if it's a couple, or we're only gonna do it if it's another couples, because we want to respect our relationship. But we're young.
And as long as it's something you both agree on, something you both have to agree on, something that you both find enjoyable. Because you don't want to.
We have to make sure that the foundation is right, because I'll be the bitch up.
Right. Talk to us about the Real Housewives of Dallas situation and the Cardi B opportunity.
Yeah. So Cardi B came out with WAP, and I was like, oh my God, this is such a good song. And a part of the song, she was in that cheetah print. So I was like, I have a cheetah print kind of monochromatic look. So I had wore it, and I had just like, okay, everybody tag. And I don't know what I was doing at the time. But my friends called and they were like, did you know Cardi B reposted you? I'm like, you're lying. So I went and Cardi B reposted. I was like, oh my God. But then like a few minutes later, Colin Carter, her stylist, posted me. And I felt that Cardi B reposted me was really cool. But for Colin, someone I've looked up to and I looked up to in the industry right now as a stylist, to see me and be like, oh, that's cute, let me post that, was very encouraging to me, because I was like, okay, these people are seeing me. Not it's being, my work is being shown, and it's all because of just posting pictures and stuff like that. Working with Real Housewives of Dallas, I'm the type of person that I will message you. You may be Jay-Z. I'll message you, hey, do you want to collab? Hey, I'm just gonna try it. And that's what I was doing. I was in my process of just messaging a bunch of celebrities, and I happened to come by Tiffany Moon, who is a newcomer herself, on Real Housewives of Dallas. And I seen her. I was like, oh my gosh, she has this big closet full of Hermes bags. I want it. I want to be a part of it. So I messaged her, and I messaged her. She already has a stylist, and I messaged her stylist. And I messaged her PR team, and was like, hey, my name is Trey Howard. Just very genuine. I'm a 24-year-old guy who is a stylist, who's been doing styling for 5 years. I would love to come on and work with you, collaborate, just to do branding photos. See, her team messaged me, was like, hey, yeah, let's do it. Set up a time, set up a date, let's do it. And from there, I have been just showing her support in the Real Housewives franchise, that she showed me support. She reposted on her page, hey, you guys, come, make sure you support my friend Trey on Chasing Dallas. And that lets me know that the LGBT community is making their way around the world. Like, people are looking, they're stopping, and they're noticing what we're doing.
Yeah.
And that's all I ever wanted. That's all I ever wanted. You can. I don't need a handout. I don't need anything. Just give me the opportunity, and I promise you, it will be the only one I need.
Well, let me just say this, because it's and I'm gonna say this because it's a little known fact. It's funny how you mentioned Colin Carter, Cardi B's stylist, because what's really funny about that is that I went to college with him. So
Really?
it's crazy. Yeah, I went to college with him. We went to the
OMG.
same school. Like, we don't really know each other like that, but we've been Facebook friends for years. But we
Oh
went to the
wow.
same college. And it's so funny that he's where he is. So, I always feel like anything is possible, just to know that we went to the same school, walked the same yard, all of that stuff, and to see
Absolutely.
him where he is, that's a great thing. So that's always inspirational. So
Yeah, I love the fact I love just fashion, and what kills me is when people say that I can't dress and everything else like that. I don't dress for y'all. I mean, not y'all, but I don't dress for anybody. I dress because I make myself happy. If I wake up in the morning and I'm like, ooh, a skirt is what I'm feeling, a skirt is what I'm gonna put on, and I'm gonna walk and I will walk in through a crowd of people and be as confident as I can be, because you can't shake someone with a plan. You can't shake someone with a passion. You can't shake someone who has confidence. That's just a known fact. And so it's really funny how people think that just because you say I can't dress or I'm not your taste or anything, that's going to stop any show over here, because it's going to keep going.
Yeah.
I do want to say this real quick. I had a lovely opportunity to watch an Instagram video a couple months back of your family presenting you with the papers for your LLC. How was that experience for you? I can only imagine.
I created this brand because I honestly created my brand or got into fashion styling because I fell out of college and I didn't know what to do with my life. I don't want to come back home and face my family as a failure and face them feeling like I didn't have anything, I didn't work for anything. So when I found something that I was good at, and I was like, okay, this is my brand, but it never seemed to feel like it was my own brand, or it never seemed to feel like I had control of anything, or I was putting my best foot forward, until I honestly got my LLC, because it kind of made it feel like this is so. It's like no one can take this name from me. You can say you're this, you can say you're that, but to have to own my name was the best thing that James could have ever did for me. You could buy me shoes, you could buy me, designer, but to give me my name, that felt like the most important thing in the world to me, because for a long time, my passion is what saved me. My passion is I was thinking about suicide. I was thinking about all these things. I had health issues. I had so much stuff going on me. It hit me when I was 19. My mom wasn't a part of my life. My dad missed my graduation. No one was helping me. No one saw me. And all I had was my name. And to buy my name for me and give me my name and give me my business, I will forever love that man, because I mean, you gave me myself, honestly.
Yeah.
And no one has ever done that. Nobody in my relationship ever thought enough of me to go and buy me and get something for longevity for who I am.
Yeah.
And that was really good for me.
Let me tell you something. When I saw that video, like, there was just something in me. I was just like really emotional.
Yeah,
because
I cried.
that feeling like fuck shoes, fuck bags, your name, bitch.
My name. It was so crazy. I was like, what? Because honestly, it was a surprise birthday party for me. It was a surprise dinner, and the whole Chasing Dallas family showed up. So I was like, oh. So y'all see that on the show. And then that's what I was talking about. Reese, he reached out to Reese to, go talk about my LLC, and Reese was like, these are the things you have to do. Reese gave him the link. He waited the 3 months and checked back within and kept him updated with my LLC. Made sure I had all the paperwork. Make sure that everything was aligned. Reese literally helped him with that, and I will forever be grateful for Reese for doing that, because you knew how much that would mean to me, and you did that. Beside the show, outside of anything, that you saw me as a stylist, an equal, and that's all I wanted to be, was an equal.
Yeah. That speaks to your argument at the reunion when you wanted to not be sitting behind somebody. You wanted to be sitting ground level with everybody else.
Yeah. And a lot of people were like, you're crying, you're whining, because it's like, no, you bring what you bring to a show. You bring what you bring to something. You give your 100% all and try to do what's best for the show. And then they try to snub you and sit you behind like you're less than. That was just not a cool moment for me.
You were justified in that.
I was also justified. And I want everybody to know that Reese and Trey Mack did have something going on. I said it last season, and no one believed me. And I said, why? Because they fucking. Well, now it's true. So I need everybody to.
Okay. I didn't think we was gonna take that.
Okay. I was like, I ain't no fool.
I need another drink.
I know something going on. Markel ain't gonna tell no lies for nothing.
Oh. Okay, Jesus, that I wouldn't. How did we get here? Nobody's supposed to be here.
Let me ask y'all a question. Who are y'all most excited to see season 3? What are y'all most excited to see for season 3? Are y'all excited to see any verses or the drama between somebody, or?
I would like to, just because this is who I am as a person, I would like to see some, like, Ariel go from idea to full creation, and it be on somebody's body. Like, I want to see her work, because I've seen the finished pieces, but I want to see how it goes from conception all the way up to, and now it's walking on a red carpet. If they can get that, if she will allow them into her creative process, I would like to see something like that. I would also like to see Dior from start to finish. I know that may take, because I feel like Dior take a long time to do hair, but I want to see the person come in and they bald headed, and the next thing you know, they hair down to their feet, and how they get there, how we got there.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
I can't say this season they are focusing a lot on the work. We've done a lot of work scenes, I can't say. So that's
good.
That's good. That's real good.
I'm sensing really good energy for this year for some reason. Y'all are coming through. Chasing Atlanta was everything. Chasing, well, they had their moments too, but whatever. You can only do so much with coronavirus is plaguing the girls. Right. You know, but the fact that you guys are still putting things out it's amazing because mainstream networks are having a hard time keeping up doing production for their shows.
Right.
So you guys are filling in these slots, even for the mainstream girls, for us to have something to watch. And it's amazing, just everything you guys are putting into it, the production, the casting. I'm here for all of it, honey. I think chasing down to season 3. I don't have any expectations. I just want to watch it, girl.
Right. I think that's my man. Go ahead, Scotty.
I would say I think Atlanta, they did 10 episodes. I think we're projected to do 16.
Ooh. What?
Well, you know what? Y'all was projected to do more than what y'all did last season.
Yeah, we was.
Okay.
I think last season we were supposed to do like either 18 to 20, and I think we got to like 16 or 17. So I think we're shooting for another long year like that because we're still filming. Like we've been filming since last year.
Okay. Scotty?
So this is like the second half. So we're like doing like cash trip, all that.
Come on, Trip.
For me, what I would like to see this season, I'm more so interested in seeing you and what you're doing as far as like your career and even you and your boyfriend and what y'all go through. I think that'd be interesting to see. Um I'm also looking forward to seeing what the dynamic is going to be within the group, especially now that we have new faces like Dre Simber and Eric and Robert. I want to see how the group is going to be. I don't know who all is coming back from the returning cast. I don't know if everybody's coming back or it's just a couple of people that's not coming back. I don't know who all coming back, but I'm interested to see the dynamics now because it seems like it's going to be very interesting, especially with this Robert person.
Yeah, I want to know who does Robert bring on first.
I saw him for 2 minutes.
I'm ready for that. I also I want to see this baby Carrie come out of his shell. I want to see that.
Yes.
I'm very excited to see that. And I've always, since the first time I've seen y'all, I've been very curious about the whole family dynamic of you, Trey, and Dior, and, you know, Auntie. I've been really interested in that. So I would love to see that.
We have, and honestly, it's so many. It's so crazy to say it's just me, but Dior has. I'm like maybe the second to the last kid that was added, but it's literally people everywhere. Like they'll come to Dallas and they're like, "This your brother." I'm like, "Well, who I ain't never seen them a day in my life." But it's so many people that Dior had, and it's a testament, honestly, to the person Dior is because he has found these people, or I know when he found me, or when he, when he introduced himself to me, I was in that place of I didn't know how to control the narrative of a gay lifestyle. I was just living my life. I didn't know how to be confident as a gay man. And finding Dior, I had my brand, I had everything, but finding Dior, he taught me, as fathers do, how to conduct myself in those scenarios where it's about being a gay man, like going to the club, dealing with, a bunch of gay people in one, he taught me all those things. And I've been friends with him for going on like 4 to 5 years now. And it's just been amazing how he is able to adapt to each person's needs. Because what I'm feeling may not be what my other brother is feeling, but Dior has the answer. And it's so cool for him to do that.
That's the hierarchy of, when you are the mother, honey, when you are the king, when you are the father of the house, like you have to have that intuition. And I think Dior, I know he doesn't like to get too personal because there's a lot of hurt there, obviously, but you can see that in him. Like even when he talks about his experiences with his father and his family life, like he wants to be the polar opposite of the way he was treated. And it shows the way that he treats y'all. Like y'all, he loves y'all, honey. His father, honey.
It's so crazy because James was brought into the family by Dior as my brother. So it was for I think maybe 2 or 3 months, we didn't tell Dior and my other dad that we were dating. It was kind of like a secret thing. So we would go into the house. We couldn't hold hands. We didn't touch each other. We would be in the bathroom. Like, I want to kiss you so bad. And it was and then they found out and they were like, okay, somebody got to leave the family.
Yeah, how does that work? I was trying to get that in there. How does that dynamic work?
Yeah, they were.
You happen to fall in love with a gay brother or sister. How does that even work?
Dior, he told us, he was like, it's not, y'all not blood. I understand that, attraction does come to play, but what I want to do, I want to be, because in Dallas the thing is, if your gay brothers, gay sisters, gay daddies, y'all gonna have sex, y'all gonna do whatever y'all want to do anyway. Dior wants to make sure that the dynamic of the Emiliano family is different. Like, we are all about family. And so when me and James kind of had our little run in, Dior was like, no, one y'all gotta leave. And James, I'm glad that he took kind of like tenure type thing. He was like, okay, you've been their son for some time. I don't, I'm like, he was like, I'll still be around. I'll still be like, they still call James their son, but we all know that, he's not like that by solid son, because we're dating. So
he's more like son-in-law right now.
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, son-in-law. I'm glad you kind of set those boundaries, because it kind of puts the precedent for our family.
I mean, who are we all to stand in the way of true love, honey? Hello, God. Who are we, honey? And it's almost like that scene in that character relationship in Pose between Poppy and homegirl. I forgot her name, child.
Angel.
Yeah.
Angel. It seems like that forbidden, that because again in Atlanta, girl, I will not name the girls, but the girls, if they're your father, mother, brother, sister, honey, all of them are fucking.
Yeah.
So there is that stigma, there is that negative stigma that does lay on families. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I just hate that, because I see what Dior wants to do. Like, I want to take this and make this thing real, the integrity solid. Right. No room for none of these bitches to say that, because I'm not, girl, we ain't gonna go there, because I was like,
I know Scotty said that he wants to see one of y'all said y'all want to see the dynamic of the group now. If y'all can remember, or if y'all watched Atlanta, y'all remember when it was the Smalls versus the Talls?
Yeah.
That's what it's giving season 3.
Okay.
It's giving very much so. The people at the retreat, the 4 of us returning at the retreat versus. And I'm trying to stay in the middle.
Neutral. You're trying to stay Switzerland.
Because Carrie, I get a coin from Carrie. Carrie employs me when I style Carrie, so I can't mess up no coin. So I'm trying to stay on the fence. I become the mediator this season. I definitely become the mediator. I make sure I sit down with everybody. I bring people together. So I definitely take on that role. It could be bone collector. It could be mediator. It could be messy. I'm all that this season. But they're all my friends, so I love them all. I just want them to all come together. I want to have fun.
That's what it's about. Have fun. Put friends out there. Get exposure for what y'all got going on. Make a good show for the people. And, this is the grounds, the building blocks for your legacy.
Exactly.
Do it right.
I'm sure some of this footage will be used for Chasing Dallas, because Reese just messaged me and said I recorded. So I always try to prep myself on what to say, but I always be like, well,
just keep it real.
Just keep it real, right? That's usually what comes out, the realness.
I think too, it's also protecting, like you said earlier. That's why I had that conversation with Dre Simber too. Like, when you go live and you're in your feelings. Again, if you're a veteran in the game, you know what's going to come after the first episode, after each episode. These confessionals are going to get spicy. You have to control yourself, because when you get mad in your feelings, when you go live, you end up telling the show, and it just is like, damn, girl. And then other producers from other shows see that, and then they're not going to want to fuck with nobody. So you have to control yourself.
Right. I said the same thing. I tried to tell him, beloved, you can't blame it all on editing and then go live and do the exact same thing on live.
Exactly.
That you said was edited. Now, we're not stupid. We see you.
Reese called him and told him to get off live. He said, no, I ain't getting off live.
Right. He said he wasn't going to get off the live, and then he did get off the live, and then he came on to Reese's live and then said that he didn't say what he said on the live, and then repeated what he said he didn't say he said. So I don't... Like, maybe
character.
He is, and I listen. I don't have any ill will towards that baby because I don't know him like that. But you can't pee on my leg and then tell me it's raining and expect me to buy it, baby. I can see you.
Yeah.
Now we rooting for you because we think that you're good TV. We want you to be successful, but we can't want it more for you than you want it for you.
Amen.
So
I think y'all should do every week a new person from the retreat. I think y'all should have Eric. Eric on here next week because he needs some help.
Well, Eric is actually going to interview with me and Jamar Thursday. So he'll be on my channel.
Make sure you ask him all the good questions.
I do have a question for you. Do you feel like, I guess, going into some closing statements real quick before we get up out of here, I do have a question. Do you feel like you got what you came for with the retreat?
The last few hours, yes. The last few hours really was a breakthrough for me because I didn't expect the exercise to go that way. When they presented the exercise that we were doing, Resilient Titan, the creator, when he presented the exercise we were doing, it was like all fun and games. Everybody was laughing. But then when everybody started writing down, the tears started coming from every direction. So the last few hours was definitely...
Oh, no, he froze. It's too good to be true. Listen, I had some questions about who YB, I need you to get in touch with the resilient one because we need to talk to him too.
We need to see his chest and everything he got going on.
I have questions. I have questions for him and Robert Ray. Listen, I have questions.
And I also want to shout out Trey Howard's connection up until now because for someone that was on the phone riding through the city in a blizzard, bitch, that connection is long and strong.
It was worthy to be praised.
Come on.
It was worthy to be praised, honey.
Very much worthy.
Come on. Yes,
someone called him, though. If someone called you, Trey Howard tried to go out and come back in.
Yeah, right. I don't know. His man may have called. I didn't listen. I could put us on hold too. Listen, I got to listen. Daddy on the phone. I'll be back. Now he buying LLCs and.
What's up, CJ?
Hey, CJ. Look, when we mentioned Titan, here comes CJ talking about Titan. He's cute.
He does look a little short, but I'm not opposed to short men because a lot of times they will like that. Listen.
As long as you're taller than me, that's all I need you to be. I need you to be taller.
Over the
I'm
bed.
5'4". I'm not asking for much. I just need you to be taller than me.
Which, when you're bent over the bed, any size can fit. Oh, hello, God.
It depends on what you don't.
Child, I'm 6'1". I done had a 5'4" nigga digging these guts before, honey.
Listen, but he had the equipment to get to digging. He had a big enough shovel.
Hey.
Listen, if your shovel is little, listen.
Now.
Oh, not the little struggle.
Listen, you have to be, but so big to ride this ride. Well, not that.
Well, I'm talking to somebody. So it's a first.
Them short boys
shorter than me.
Thank you, CJ. Listen, we stepping out of our box in 2021. It's gonna be a different color. Every time I get it done, it's gonna be a different color. I think purple maybe next or gray. I don't know. I'm tossing it up in the air to see what we're doing.
Come on, Storm. Give us Storm. Marvel team. You know what happens to a toe when it's
You know what? I'm not doing it. Y'all
the same thing that happens. Now what's good?
Okay, I'm not.
I cannot.
Listen. First of all, I'm not tall enough to be Storm. I heard she was an Amazon, and
Halle Berry is not tall at all.
But nobody else. See, anytime anybody
that was in the script, though. She just did what the script called for her to do. Y'all not gonna come down on Halle Berry for just execute what the script said do.
They had Tyler Perry producing that shit because that wig and them that acting skills. Girl, bye.
What you're not gonna do to Academy Award winning actress Halle Berry is give her too much. That's not what you're gonna do.
I love
Oscar winner.
I love
Oscar winner. That's all I'm saying.
But it wasn't for Catwoman. Let's just get that clear.
It absolutely was not. Listen, I still haven't watched that movie all the way through, so I just.
Woo, that is a horrible film. I will watch it if it's on TV, but
I only like it for when she's in the outfit and she's walking along the
with the whip.
Yes, that's the only reason why. Bitch, you better do it in that suit, daughter.
She did that.
She's not a suit. She doesn't have a superhero. She doesn't have the. She
don't give off super hero. She don't
got it. She don't got it.
She don't just give it off.
She don't get off superhero tease. Now, if I want her to play a broke down crackhead who's lost her son, I'm gonna call her.
Losing Isaiah.
Listen, cry every time. We cry every time.
Why did I both become Isaiah and I lost Isaiah in that movie? I was both Isaiah and I lost Isaiah. Like I just, I connected with everything. Like
after a while, I can't watch it anymore just because my son's name was Isaiah who passed, and it's too much. I can't. I tried it, and
I haven't watched that movie in years. Like
it's been a long time.
It will take you right into your feelings. Trust me.
It's been a long time since I've seen that film.
But we love Halle Berry. We love Halle Berry's.
The only movie that I felt bad for her in was, I think it was Monsters Ball, when she let Billy Bob Thornton fuck her, and I was like, girl,
when I said they fucked all over that room.
First of all, I heard Billy Bob. I heard Billy Bob Thornton got dick of doom, so I listened. I wasn't upset with him. Him and his wife.
Billy Bob. Not Billy Bob.
Billy Bob. When he looks like he doesn't know how to wash his balls correctly.
Right.
Like he got mad ball gravy. It's what he looks like. And that's not what the Lord wants for me in my life. He
smelled like cigars and motherfucking fuel and just
he smelled like a heavy metal concert, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Really good show.
The Lord didn't confirm any of that in my spirit. He didn't.
Yeah. He give me like he smelled like Aerosmith.
I hate you. Because that's a very specific smell.
Dreamer. Like, he give me
wet pennies and dog.
Right.
No.
Water. Cold ass rainwater. Mildew.
Oh, Jesus. I cannot.
Yes.
Oh, my Lord.
When you walking in the rain and you get to the house and you didn't like clean your shoes good enough, and the next day they go to smell real harsh.
Wet white people.
That smells like wet dog. That smells like wet dog. God. To me. That's what it smells like to me.
No. That's what it smells like to blacks. Black people sniff a white person that's wet and say, "Ooh, you smell like a wet dog." That's the universal response.
I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of weird. It just made me think about something that I have, a quirky thing. When people do walk by me, I sniff them. I don't know why I do that. I didn't even realize I did that to you.
I like scents though. I love scents.
Do.
I
do. And I have a compulsion about how I smell. Like
me too.
You are never gonna catch, because I'm a bigger woman. You will never catch me smelling anything but like.
But you know what? To be honest, like I want people to take away that stigma. It's not even a size thing. I can't stink, and I sweat. I just cannot stink. I
don't even sweat like that. I don't sweat unless some exertion.
Girl, I cannot stink, no ma'am.
But see, guess what? Never fear, because Tika Naturals is here, bitch. Amen.
Listen, my brown sugar stuff is gone. I'm going through this stuff listen.
When I say my lip balm is almost gone,
I hid my lip balm in my purse, so
yes,
I only use it when I leave the house.
Girl, 3 is not enough.
Listen. Shout out to Tika Naturals and all the things.
This video is sponsored by Tika Naturals.
Amen. Listen, if you getting ready for that dick appointment, get you some Tika Naturals sugar scrub.
Please, no, girl, she not lying. When homeboy goes to squeeze your
I'm not even going to lie to you. The nigga was like, "Why is your skin so?"
I got the same response, auntie.
Why are you so small?
Homeboy
why are you so soft? Why you smell so good? And then I put that body butter on. After I got out of the shower, I put the body butter on. It was like My skin had been loofah'd by Jesus. I was everywhere.
And kissed by silk. Like, bitch. Homie slapped my ass and said, damn. I say, damn.
Yeah.
This is no lie. YB knows I'm not lying. Then, before he left, proceeded to use my sugar scrub. Homie wanted to have his ass feel soft as he strutted out the door.
Listen.
No. I had to hide my sugar scrubs.
Thank you.
Hide my sugar scrubs. Okay, take it.
Listen. And I would just like to say, if you have fresh tattoos, like my tattoos have never healed this fast. I think it was because of the sugar scrub. Listen, especially this one, I was like, oh, okay. And then I put the body butter; it was glistening. I said, okay, well,
yes, ma'am.
When I go to Puerto Rico,
all natural, so it's not gonna interrupt or agitate your skin.
Right. I done added a couple of songs to my playlist from this one down here at the bottom. This one down at the bottom has made the playlist for fun time. I made
yes, honey.
Listen.
Yes. I was thinking about that, but then I thought to myself, I don't want to have to fix it.
It be on the ambiance. And by the time I get to his song, I don't even know. Listen, if you pay attention to the music.
Don't think about it. It's not me. It's you just hear my voice, so you know it's bad in your ear.
I feel like you're watching me be a whore into your music. You know, like
you watching me be a whore.
Oh, girl.
You know,
I'm not watching me be a whore. Listen,
it's weird for
just
me.
It'd be bad.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, I don't know who that was.
I'm telling you, bitch, you got gatekeepers at the gate ready, armed and fucking ready. We are on go.
My first question was like, who talking crazy?
Yeah, Ebbie was in the chat like, say what? Who? Let me know. I was asleep. So what's up? What's up? She was ready to go.
Listen, because we'll set it off in this motherfucker. You just
Tiffany, place your order, sis. You missing out because you ain't placed your order. Go to Instagram and at Tika Naturals. You missing out.
That's all.
Body butters and lip balms, and the list is going to continue as the year progresses. Ooh, I don't give a fuck. Anyway,
listen. I would just like to say these three gentlemen in these boxes all have fruit. Let's take it back to that conversation. They all have fruit. So when the opportunity presents itself for these young men, their work ethic already has gone before them. So when their effort meets the opportunity, then it's going to spring forth from there.
Amen.
Okay?
Amen.
Now, you just can't be, I'm the product and you ain't got no fruit to show.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing that you've done.
Amen. Because Mr. over here trying to be modest with 22K subscribers.
Exactly.
With 22K subscribers.
Got several different shows.
Come on, Harvest. Yes.
Listen. Faith without works is dead. Listen, I listen.
It's some stuff that I haven't said nothing about, and it's some stuff that I'm gonna have to tell y'all privately because I can't say it or publicly yet. So I'm going to get backstage to tell you that part. But since we mentioned it, since me and Jamar mentioned it this past Wednesday, we have a show coming on Station Head sometime, I think next month. They reached out to us about doing like something on their app, like the actual app DM me, and I thought it was spam at first. But
now I gotta download this app. Hold on, let me go to the app store. What's it called now?
Station Head.
Station Head. I ain't never heard of it, but that's okay because I'm old and I shouldn't have. Okay, Station.
Oh
But
my
I
God.
this is
So is this going to be a continuation of the prelude? Is this going to be the actual podcast that you guys are launching?
We still want to do the podcast similar to how you're doing it, putting it on different platforms. Like this just came about in the midst of everything else because we hadn't
Okay.
even met our goal yet for our podcast fund yet when they came, and now we've met the goal, but we still want to try it out anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Yeah, because y'all may like this better because the version I was doing didn't leave room for call-ins. It wasn't live. I could insert songs, but I had to basically edit it like I was editing a video. So this would be a lot, more interactive as far as your fans are concerned, especially given the fact that you introduced you guys on a live platform that was more interactive. We get to talk and interact with y'all every week. So I'm pretty sure we, your fans and your listeners, we wouldn't want to lose that. So Station Head may be a good idea for y'all.
yeah, like as far as like the interviews is concerned, we're gonna keep that on YouTube. But like when we want to talk about like the blogs and other stuff, we'll do it on Station Head. So we gonna keep
Yes.
for
And this launches and give us the exclusive sometime this next month, bitch. When does this thing launch? Give us the exclusive.
We don't have the date. We don't necessarily have the date yet because like Jamar just moved to Atlanta, and since he's been there, he's been like, so he hadn't had the time to sit his ass down yet until now. So
Speaking
now
of
we're.
which, I've been wanting to ask you, Scotty, and I'm gonna put you on blast by asking you publicly. Have you thought about moving to Atlanta? Because it could do numbers for your career.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm happy to hear that. I am happy.
It's been a conversation for the last few weeks between me and Jamar. Like, yes, but I'm a very cautious type of person. Like, I don't want to just hop up and go without having certain things in order before I go.
True.
I don't want.
Amen.
That's a big step for me.
It
like, I
is.
want to make sure I'm in a good place before I go.
Yeah,
So,
and luckily you work for a company that's transferable, so you still have a job. I'll holler.
Amen.
And, you have friends. You have built a solid foundation. You and Jamal have built a solid foundation out there. So y'all have a circle of friends that I'm sure it would be more than willing to help you out. So I say go for it. If it scares you, then you should absolutely do it.
You're right, because it does. Okay. It
Yeah.
does. I'm not a big city type of person, so this would be something.
It's great for your brand. I'm telling you, friend. It's great for your brand.
New. Yeah, like we've been like it's been a lot of stuff coming to us, so it's like
we love it. We love it. We love it. I'm still trying to figure out what it is that I'm doing in this. I don't know. Like I have so many ideas, but then we'll see. I don't know. I'm trying to reconfigure my podcast and change the direction of what it is or the subject matter of said podcast, and it'll probably just be me by myself for now.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens in the next month or so.
You should take Jamar's idea though, because he really wants to see you in the Ghetto View do y'all own show together after y'all took over our show that day. We feel like y'all should do y'all show. That'll be so
that would be cute, because when I say that live was a kiki.
Listen, I didn't mean to show out like that was like.
And you know what I also loved? I also loved you and Really Be on stereo.
Really?
I
didn't think people was paying us no attention on the stereo, because that's just on stereo is us on stereo is what happens when we call each other normally. Okay. That's normally the conversation. How our conversation.
And you know what? That's all season 1 of the Kitty Box was me and YB's conversations just recorded.
And that's just how me. That's how the prelude is for me and Jamal.
Yeah,
conversation.
That's the best formula. That's the best formula.
I do want to say this real quick. Trey Howard just messaged me. He's having some technical difficulties and he's involved in a situation right now. So he will not be coming back, but he has extended to want to come back later on as the season progresses.
Okay. Absolutely. Every time we have a conversation with him, that young man, he comes off very professional, very well thought out, well spoken. So we love to have him back.
Yeah. And on behalf of the Justice League, thank you for coming. It was a great interview. We had a great conversation with you.
Absolutely.
We can't wait to have you back.
Yes, we do appreciate it.
Listen, we need to start lining up. Somebody call Robert Ray. Because we need to talk to listen. Robert Ray was on his live talk about you can see because I said, oh.
But the thing is, we got to be introduced to Robert first. Like, Robert just came out the gate swinging, and it's just like, whoa, slow down.
Listen, but they sent for Robert Ray. Robert Ray was over there minding his business, and they sent for him. They called him by name, and he said, "Huh? What you said?
Yeah.
What happened?" He was minding his business. He ain't said nothing to nobody. We didn't even know who Robert Ray was until they called his name.
Shows. I think we need to have another convention. I know y'all were contacted by the LGBTQ convention. We need to hit that LGBTQ convention and really talk about this on a panel, because stop introducing stories that we're not introduced to. Don't bring me into a story that's midway through, and then I'm like, well, what's going on? So now I'm invested in a drama, and then I gotta play backtrack once the season come out because it's gonna play from the beginning. I don't like shit like that. So having these contracts that if these people,
that's what I'm saying. You should have. That's what I wanted to tell Reese the other day is you need to have them put on like a media hold when like the first episode goes out. Y'all can't do no lives for the first 24 hours. Get your minds right. Get it together.
Or you can only talk about what's already been aired.
Exactly.
If it has not been aired, you cannot talk about it. Period.
Right. Because apparently him and that Eric boy is the one who said whatever about Robert Ray because he was supposed to be on the show, and they said something about the baby being in jail or something. And he said, I wasn't in jail. That wasn't even see how lies get told. And I was like, oh, okay. And there's a whole thing. So I listen. Robert Ray was minding his business because he knew he was going to be on season 3 and he was waiting for his opportunity to do whatever with the show. But of course, when you have people who are out of control and their only function is to serve to stir up mess and cause drama, then this is what you get. This is what he doesn't have any other storylines except for to cause drama and mess. You ain't got nothing else going. Why wasn't you on there talking about your t-shirts and your do-rags and building up your bag?
That is true.
And Eric, I'm just gonna say this now. Like I said earlier, he will be on the Prelude Thursday. So we're gonna see how this goes. He's the first person.
I'm gonna be all in the comment section.
Scotty, control yourself because I saw you in the comments at the premiere, bitch. So control yourself.
Ooh, for me, Scotty, you was in the comment. Listen, I didn't watch it live.
Scotty was in the comments. I saw Scotty in the comments with the hard eyes. Ooh, Eric. Ooh, I said, here we go. So now Dior got competition. I thought Dior was your one.
You was throwing hard eyes at the boy.
And I said, oh, girl. So now Dior got competition. At first, Dior was the one and only.
Oh.
Then you got 2 men in one room. You Jezebel.
He got no competition. Just like you ain't got no competition. Because y'all know how that was. Like, Oliver put me straight on blast about that cute shit. Like, I had to compose myself on that.
Girl.
I'm about to die on that.
And Jamar making no better. Jamar making no better.
No,
oh, God. I'm so glad I'm not attracted to nobody on none of these shows.
Girl. It's...
When I was up there with you, I felt like YB when Woo Lee come through the building. Like, I could.
Yes, we saw it all in your eyes, Scotty. It was just like, I was like, Lord, control yourself, please.
Oh, the baby had to get himself together beforehand. We was trying to talk him off the ledge. Listen, breathe.
No, but see, Ebbie was the only one being nice about it because Terrence gonna say, "Bitch, get it together, Like,
oh my gosh.
Listen, I understand how it feels to be like he's right. Like you get. I don't want to look that way because he's right there. Oh my God!
That's how it was. That's how it was when I saw Dior in person at the G Status reunion. I was like, literally, feet away from Dior. I wouldn't even walk up. Jamar kept making me trying to go. I'm like, nah, I'm not going because I'm going to fall the fuck out if I go up there.
Oh, that's so.
That is so cute.
Don't worry, Dior would have picked you up, honey. Try to walk away and I stumble. Yes, honey. Dior would have picked you up.
Honey.
A mess. A mess.
Yes, God.
He waved though. He did wave at me though. I could have fainted then. I'm like, Lord, let me get out of here.
Because he knew, he felt the energy.
Right. He knows. I heart every picture.
He knew his little thing was in the room, playing all coy.
That's so
playing
cute.
all coy.
Oh my Lord.
Scotty, I'm shy too, but Scotty, stop trying to act like you don't get down and dirty.
He did.
I guess it's the Scorpio in me because if I feel that way and I think it might be the possibility, I'm gonna roll right up on you. So
that I probably won't do. I'll probably, as much shit as I'm talking about Scotty, I'll probably play coy as well. But if I'm presented with the opportunity, bitch, I'm gonna step.
Listen.
I'm gonna step. I'm gonna step in it and I'm gonna take the chance.
I'm gonna be the one to present the opportunity. I'm like, so.
Oh my gosh. That's just a lot of pressure for me.
But I'm old, so that may have I ain't got a lot of time to play games. Y'all still young. Y'all can do the back and forth. Like, what are we doing? Like, tell me.
What is this? Are we going to what? Are we going
like what's happening here? You trying to pop this pussy? I mean, what's going on?
Okay, is you coming back to the apartment?
Listen, let me know what's happening. Okay.
So I can know how to
right. And I need to know, Keith, listen, before I listen, because this will fuck your mind up. So I need to know how your headspace is, because you can't be on my porch at 3 o'clock in the morning talk about, can I talk to you? That's not going, because it's happened before.
Well, before we do go, I just want to say, like, it's a lot of LGBT shows coming out, so there's a lot of competing at this point, because there's a lot of these shows coming out. I don't know if I can keep all of them.
Listen,
I'm gonna need you to have 1 or 2 boos. I don't need you to have a man on every show, Scotty. Slow down. You're gonna be moving too fast.
It happens.
Here we go.
First of all, I gotta still get through the grind season episode 2. I don't forget. Every time I go to do my review for that show, I forget and do something else. Hell, I gotta do the Bell Collective.
I still have to watch and decide if I'm gonna review Basketball Wives. I still haven't even watched Basketball Wives yet. I have not seen 1 episode of Housewives this season.
Child, fuck them Housewives. They ain't do with you.
It's just starting to get down. It's just not starting to get deep.
I abandoned the Atlanta broads.
I gotta watch Basketball Wives to give it a taste. I don't know what Basketball Wives
I'm gonna try with the Basketball Wives. You know, I can't. Bless the Lord. I tried with
Basketball Wives. They pissing me off already because of the fake shit. Like they.
Don't say that, because that makes me not want to watch now.
They're trying to clean up their images now.
I saw that from the first episode. I saw a little clip of the first episode with Evelyn, and I got baptized. You decided to get baptized after you called OG a monkey or before?
Did she call her a monkey, or did she just put a emoji somewhere? That's where I get the confusion. Did she come out of her mouth?
If I'm talking about somebody, did I put a monkey emoji? Am I not calling them a monkey?
I don't know what happened. That's just
and then I think just for somebody who's not completely black, you know that monkeys are adjacent with black people. You just know that. Our first lady was called a monkey. So to use a monkey emoji when trying to talk derogatory about a black person just is not cool in any system. Like you can't. And it seems like the name of the game now is for people to do what the fuck they want to do and say, "Oh my God, I knew I was wrong. It was wrong. I'm sorry." You know, like. They want to do whatever the fuck they want to do and just give this little blanket PR apology. And then
well, I understand that be an issue, but I just want them to stop saying just because I said you're ugly. it has nothing to do with the actual color of your skin. Unless I literally said your skin tone is you ugly, dark, such and such and so and so. If I just say you are ugly, has nothing to do with your skin tone.
Right.
Because
Absolutely.
ugly comes in every shade. I'm so sorry.
Absolutely.
No one has
Saying
a
somebody's ugly is
monopoly
not
on
always
ugly.
right.
If just saying you are ugly does not mean that I'm a colorist. Just means
Yeah.
that your face is not aesthetically pleasing to me. That's what that means. And that's how I feel about that lady. Like, I want to give her a different pair of eyelashes. I want so many things for her.
Aesthetically, OG is not pleasing. We can all agree on that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the monkey emoji was a stretch. Called a woman ugly.
Right. You could use
you can never pull the dick I pull. Like, say what you trying to say.
Right.
But you're trying to be funny and it backfired on you.
But when it comes down to the colorism thing, like sometimes you get accused of being a colorist just for small stuff. Because I got accused of being a colorist during Potomac because I didn't care for the windy person because they tried to make it sound like, well, I didn't care for her because she was dark skinned. Her skin color had nothing to do with it. I just don't like her.
If you're a horrible person, you're just a horrible person, and I don't like you. That's not
how
it is. That has not.
I didn't like Hazel E. She's the same skin tone as me. I could not stand Hazel E.
Like
Hazel E is she's annoying and she needs more counseling. She needed to stay at Ayala's feet for like 7 months. Demi, she's beautiful to you. Let's be very clear. She's beautiful to you. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Everything is not for everybody.
Right.
So just because I don't agree that she is aesthetically pleasing, that's just to me. You can think she's beautiful without me thinking she's beautiful.
You can. Hazel, and I think that whole conversation thing that was on Zeus was a waste of fucking time. Y'all wasted
all I have to say about Hazel Lee is pop my butt, pop.
But the way she said it, she was like pop my butt. The way she said it was like pop my butt. Pop my butt. These darkies don't understand how I pop my butt. Does that sound like somebody who's like Rosa Parks?
She said, say it to Harriet's face. I said, oh shit. Not to him. Not to Harriet.
You ain't telling Beyonce the same partition in front of Harriet Tubman or something.
I will not. I won't do it. I will not do it.
Sometimes, like, you could get called a colorist for just about anything, like crazy. Because I had never been called a colorist before a day in my life until this past season of the Housewives of Potomac. Like, it was crazy.
I also want them to normalize if you are being aggressive, then to accept being called aggressive. That does not make me a colorist. If you are aggressively in my face, talk about you want to fight me and all this other foolishness, then you're being aggressive. That's the whole definition.
You know what? Even outside of colorism, let's just accept what people have to say about us. Like, at the end of the day, just because you don't agree with their assessment of you does not mean that that's not their experience of you. Going back to Hot Boys, when Sherrod called Kent aggressive, he got so in his feelings, and it's like, you called this meeting to have this very type of situation happen, and now you can't take it because the boy said you was aggressive. If he perceived you as aggressive, that's what you are to him.
Period. Yeah, he was aggressive to me through my teeth.
But you know you aggressive. I know that I'm aggressive. I've been told you're a little intimidating. You're a little aggressive.
Okay, if he didn't think he was aggressive, he wouldn't have responded the way he did. Period.
Exactly.
You responded how you when he stood up and then sat down because he knew he was being aggressive. I said, okay.
Well, baby, I need you to.
You just stood up and then realized that you was being aggressive, so you sat down really quickly.
Exactly. I know you can not fully see the picture because you're in the frame. Sometimes you got to step out and turn around and look at it so you see what everybody else is seeing. You're too busy being in the frame that you missing stuff. And that comes with self-awareness and self-knowledge. And the older you get, the more I know there's pretty much nothing you can tell me about me that I won't be like, and you say, Ebony, you such and such and so-and-so. Probably. Yeah. That's not going to help you though in this situation if you don't back the fuck out my face. But I'm glad you recognize it. Okay. I'm glad you recognize that I'm crazy enough to knock you the fuck out in this instance. So maybe you should back up out of my face. Don't come in my face with the rah-rah if you know.
Especially if you're not riled up. If I'm already on 10, don't tell me I'm being aggressive. Please don't. Please don't. Don't do that. And don't tell me to calm down. Like,
yeah, don't tell me about
even though I was calling Ken out just now, I respect Ken because out of just pure reaction, I would have knocked the shit out of Dre when he put his hand on me. Just me. If I'm on edge and somebody put their hand on me to try to bow, just only because I feel like you try. I don't know where you coming from.
You triggered my flight or fight response, and my response is right. So I don't know.
I don't know what this is coming from. I've seen the Zells and the Ray Cunninghams of the world. Well, you think you're gonna go in for an embrace and you get your ass toe up. It won't be me.
Nope.
Yeah,
and it won't be on him.
And that was crazy on Ray part, because ain't no way I'm finna hug anybody that just tried to run on.
But you know what? People do shit like that. Rashida Ali tried that same thing with Sky.
Yeah.
At Diddy's Rock Party. People do that. Act like they cool with you. And go off and swing on your ass.
That's not what you want, because I'm gonna try and beat you till you can't move no more. Listen, don't play them type of reindeer games with me. Like, I don't understand people. My mama always says you gonna keep up with that rah-rah till you run into the right one who gonna tear that ass up. And exactly. I am always the one. I'm not bothering you. No, I'm not sending for anybody, because I know if we get into a confrontation and it turns into a fight, you are going to end up hurt. So I try to avoid it at all costs.
And I mean this very humbly. If you try me on the wrong day, when I'm done with you, you will be unrecognizable.
Listen.
Because I have shit that I haven't even dealt with, and I know that.
Listen.
So if I have an opportunity to unleash the dragon, bitch, you will burn.
I try to keep it under wraps. I know I have a rage issue. I know this about myself, which is why I try and avoid confrontation, which is why I don't entertain anything in the beef sector. Because if people say something crazy to me, you're going to have to come and say it to my face at that point. You're going to have to see me, because I can't stand it. I don't go over there. I don't introduce myself into any of that. Like James and Auntie Nika, every time if they doing something crazy, it's the beef stuff, and I come in and I speak, they like, hey, now get out of here, because this is not for you. Because they know who they dealing with, and they know I choose violence every
But I feel like
every time.
I feel like with that being said, though, as content creators, we have to understand that now we're public figures. People are going to talk about it sometimes.
Absolutely.
And we can't pick fights with everybody. We cannot pick fights with everybody.
We cannot, which is why I didn't entertain when that little boy from Web Life got in his feelings, because I couldn't remember his name. So I talked about Jimmy Buff. I don't know. I still don't know what that baby's name is. He was in one episode.
The one with the Lisa Frank backpack.
Yes, that baby. I still don't know what his name is. And he wasn't never in the rest of the season. So what is you upset for?
Oh, wait. Didn't he die? Sorry. I'm so sorry. Did he die?
Did he die? I know you lying.
I could have sworn when YB and I sat down with that boy and Tramel, he told us that friend had died.
Oh.
I don't want to kill him, but I could have sworn that's what.
You can't call the name, because I don't know that baby's name. He's the one.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
Came when Brandon did
the one with the Share My World Mary J. Blige glasses on.
Quit it. When Brandon had his party and Carl showed up late and uninvited with a +1. The +1 is who we talking about.
Polka dots. The +1 was polka dots.
Yes, that baby. I hope that child is not dead. Jesus. I hope he's not dead. But he called me out. He called me out my name, because I was like, I don't know this baby's name, and I don't want to call him anything rude, so I'm gonna call him Baby Bop, because I can't remember.
Yeah, when I say that boy got all of his feelings,
he was absolutely
like, yeah. I said, oh.
He was like, well, if you gonna review stuff, you stupid bitch, you da 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 da. I said, oh.
Okay.
Okay, no, he's not. Okay. He's not.
Okay. Oh, sorry, Jesus. I'm sorry.
Let's go. Off what Catch Me Out said, we do have to realize that people are gonna talk about us, because I used to get offended by every little thing people would say. on in my comments or Lipstick Alley or anywhere else, because Lipstick Alley is brutal and they will talk about your ass like a fucking dog.
I don't go over there.
I have read the shit people have said about me, and it be and I'm like, somebody on there called me Little Sickle Cell. I ain't never heard of nothing like that. So they call me Little Sickle Cell. Someone called me.
People come up with the craziest stuff. The craziest stuff.
Like, it's crazy, but I've had to learn that I cannot like get upset because I chose to be in front of the camera and chose
absolutely
to put myself out there. So this is what I chose.
And it's just like with any customer service job, it comes with the territory. Like you're gonna get, you're gonna get those assholes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, people have to say whatever it is they want to say, regardless of the fact that they don't know me personally. They, whatever they got to say about me may not be true, but I just have to understand that when you're a public figure, they're going to come up with whatever story or whatever.
Yeah. They honestly just want a moment. They want a viral moment, and that's why I highly encourage y'all not responding to them, because don't give them what they want.
Like, I think the very first time that I took the advice of someone that said don't respond to something was when that situation happened with that boy from that other show, that Unstable Hustle show that Ebbie affectionately calls it. When that boy came to us, I said nothing. I don't speak of him. Even when he made his appearance on the Hot Boys of Houston, I call him that other boy because I would not speak. Like, fuck it.
I just talked around it. I talked to her.
Unless it's a lie.
Oh no, I didn't talk around it because I was too busy being stunned that he was a rapper and nobody told me. Like, I was like, wait, when did this? Nobody told me.
He is not a rapper. Stop saying that.
No, I thought his name was. Somebody said his name was short for metaphor. That's because he's okay.
No,
I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
He's not a rapper. Kim Kardashian put out a song. So did Amber Rose. Are they rappers? Are they artists? Like,
Yeah, but I just had to use that as
Nicki Minaj mama got a song.
You so tired. I'm sorry.
No.
I just had to use that as an example. People are gonna have things to say, especially with us being bloggers and we have to review these shows and shit. It's gonna come with a little bit of blowback because sometimes people cannot understand that this is also entertainment. The same thing that they're doing is entertainment. And the same one.
He okay, Denny. He just sleepy, girl. Bitch ain't got no sleep.
Yeah, like they say they don't give a fuck about this shit, but they really give a fuck about this shit. Because if you didn't give a fuck, you wouldn't be so mad about it.
True. I think they just want moments. They just want moments. That's what that is. Everybody wants a viral moment.
Listen.
But it's like after you get it, what are you gonna do with it?
Like, I haven't gotten very many comments. I know I'm nowhere near as big as y'all are. So, and I thank God that my comment sections be quiet and respectful for the most part. I listen. I just tend to, the most I've heard is somebody called me ugly, and I was like, oh, well, I think I'm not even gonna say that. Listen, if you can find me unattractive, that's absolutely fine. You're entitled to your opinion. It's wrong, but you're entitled to your wrong opinion. Yeah. And so, there's no skin off my nose. People calling me fat. Well, I was fat when I got here. So you saying I'm fat doesn't change the situation. Okay. None of that. I've been called fat since I was 8. Like, that doesn't.
They're gonna find anything to say. Like, when my grill was fucked up, that's all you had to say. But now that my grill ain't fucked up no more, now you gotta call me Little Sickle.
Yeah, they got something else to say. That's what I'm saying. It's always gonna be something. So don't even waste your time trying to. And my cousin got me together one time, and after this, YB, you can give us your little closing quote, girl, because your eyes is very.
Yeah, because your eyes is
low.
My cousin was like, I was going off on people, and my cousin was like, now, how many people that show you love do you respond to? And I felt like shit. So now, if I don't have the time, I'll make sure I acknowledge. I love every comment, or I respond to people who just got something positive to say. Because these are the people who I care about. These are the people who matter. Why am I taking my time out for people who have nothing but negative things to say about me? Why am I giving them the attention? Why?
Yeah. you know, it's like you get all this love, but then it's just that one negative comment that just sticks
Right.
on it.
No.
You gotta
If you ain't got time to respond to all those positive, leave that negative one alone.
I just pin it and let my subscribers drag the shit out of them. That's what I do.
Oh God.
In the
So
words
I'm
of
happy.
Gandhi, fuck everyone. How about that?
Was that the quote? Jesus.
Because at the end, that's basically what he meant. I mean, I just summed it up in the hood terminology, but
Because at the end of the day, when they go low, we go to hell.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Shout out to Funky Daddy.
Oh, girl, when they go low, I'm already there.
Because 9 times out of 10, you can't get up on here and do what the fuck it is the commentators do and content creators do. Right. So sometimes it's good to just stay in the bushes, stay doing what you're doing, honey, until you got your own platform to speak your foolishness. Then you go right on ahead and do that. Then until then, shut your ass up and stay where you belong, honey. In the shit fields of life, honey. Oh. And for those girls out there, let's do another disclaimer for these girls. If you don't like how you being talked about, check the mirror, bitch. Check. Watch the same episode of the show that we saw you show your fucking natural ass in, bitch. If you were a drunk crackhead, I'm glad
you said that too. I'm a piggyback off what you said when you get done. Go ahead.
Oh,
if you are a drunk crackhead who has a history of all kinds of addictions and things, fellow God, if you are a hot fucking mess and that's seen on the show, you will be called forth. And no, I'm not talking about who y'all think I'm talking about. This that same raggedy bitch who got in my chat yesterday. That was your show. You weren't just a cast member, bitch. It was your show. So the fact that you couldn't even protect your own narrative, don't be mad, whore, because you smell just like that sweated out, Hennessy stained, motherfucking Black and Mild smelling goddamn do-rag your ass always be wearing, bitch.
You just had to keep on going, didn't you? You just had to keep on going.
Like listen, I'm looking around for my hair tie because
what happened? I'm lost. I don't know what just happened and what that was about. So
okay, so here
he was itching to finish that read. He had been asking me could he finish that read for 2 days now, and I said no. But the moment he got an inch, he took
listen. Apparently, some boy from the producer or the owner of the show that YB
Taking Over Houston. There's a man on Taking Over Houston named Lee.
I was trying not to use names.
I don't give a fuck. In the storyline, it comes out that Lita may be gay. YB calls it out. So because YB, the only fucking reviewer for this goddamn show, because the only reviewer for this show said something about it, now he got a problem and called YB out in the live chat last night.
I never even heard of the show.
Exactly.
Thank you. Tumbleweed has more purpose than that.
But since you said something, that reminds me of how, because I'm not going to say her name because I don't want nobody's channel to be taken down, but when I describe who this person is, y'all will know exactly what I'm talking about. That reminds me of T.I. and Tiny's pet pig that does hair, that doesn't want nobody to talk about her on blogs, because I had to take a video down where I was speaking on their pet pig because she decided to get on social media to defend them, and she sent her legal team after people like myself. YouTube had to send me an email. YouTube had to send me an email. The YouTube legal team had to send me an email because they said I did a privacy violation for talking about Tiny's pet pig that does hair. So I had to take down my video because I didn't know exactly what I did to violate anyone's privacy. I don't know if it's because I had her name in the title or I had the clip from her live in my video, because I've been putting clips from lives in my Yes for the Message for the last couple of months now. So I had to just take the whole video down.
I would have contested that.
She don't want nobody talking about her. So now I gotta tread lightly on if there's a story.
No, you don't. You have freedom of speech.
I don't want I don't want my shit to be taken down, so now I can't say her name. He went live saying that she had her
No,
attorney.
do not get it. First of
No,
all,
she went live saying that she had her attorneys taking down videos from people like us because she don't want nobody discussing her.
no, that she has no power. First of all, Oinky J. Blige ain't got no fucking lawyers, and she ain't got no power in these YouTube streets. She cannot tell you who you can and cannot talk about. You have freedom of speech.
Well, she sure had her people sending folks letters and stuff, and I was one of the ones that got one.
Baby, it wasn't no people. She can send an email from anywhere herself. Anybody can go on Google and find a template of a cease and desist, girl.
Well, YouTube legal to me, so let me just say that. But
she reported it. Yeah, she reported it because she in her feels about it. If they report harassment, then yeah, somebody gonna probably say something to you.
Well, that's a good. Actually, that goes to show you're bigger than what you are. Hello, God, because my video is still up. So I must mean nothing to those whores. So
all the more reason why you should go to Atlanta, girl. Walk the streets. Exactly. I'm here, bitch. Now what?
Oh, but I did do a video dragging her about it though. It's still up. I ain't say her name though, but everybody know who I'm talking about.
Fuck that cereal box built bitch. Bitch, you built like a cereal box, girl. A broken cereal box. A dented cereal box. Sit your ass down somewhere.
Oh, Jesus.
You're nothing. You're only claiming do some hair, bitch.
You're a little thicker than a cereal box, though. She got a little bit more density than that. I would say a carbohydrate.
I've never seen someone who was a cross between like midget DNA along with a little bit of dwarfism, like girl, a little bit of what do they call those people? And I'm no shade to these people because they're very real, but and their situation is very real. What are those people with the shrunk faces? But instead, in her face being shrunk is her whole body. She's built like the Michigan Man, but she's built like these people too. What are these people? Let me not disrespect the whole disabled.
Please don't. And I'm afraid of midgets, so why would you even go down this road?
Child, it'll be okay. We're gonna get out of here. I got a show to do at 11:30, I believe. I'm doing my Pleasure Point show. I'm gonna take me a nap, child, because I'm tired.
Oh yeah, Love and Marriage Huntsville on Watch That, child.
Hello, God. But child, this was wonderful. Again, shout out to Trey Howard for coming through and blessing us with his presence, honey. Shout out to Chasing Reality, The Retreat, all the cast. Shout out to everybody in the chat who came through. Also, special shout out to the Justice League members who could not be here with us tonight, giving you the real tea, El Teddy, and Really BTV, honey, it's God. Ooh, girl, I did that all in one breath. Amen. Ooh, girl, okay. Ciao. Child, I can't.
I'm about to make me a burger.
See, you be saying shit, so don't be saying other people be putting you on blast, bitch.
I'm fasting, honey. That's probably why I'm tired.
I know what that means. Okay.
That's probably why I'm tired. I got low blood sugar, bitch.
Okay, bitch, you ain't got no energy. How you been starving yourself?
Girl, that's why you just lay there and let daddy handle. Hello, God. We appreciate you guys.
You just say any goddamn thing.
You can get all that and more tonight on Pleasure Points.
Child, yes, God.
You can have whatever you like. Listen.
No, not him. Jesus, no.
Yeah, any final words, guys?
I started off well this week. We have 2 shows coming this week. Me and Jamar do. We got the interview with Eric on Thursday, and then on Wednesday, we have a panel. And the thing about it is, it came from a status that Messy Miles posted on Facebook. He was saying, when are we gonna have the conversation where black people treats gay people the same way white people treats black people, but nobody's ready to have that conversation. So I said to him, I said, do you want to have a conversation? I could put together a panel for it. And he was like, yeah. So I put together a panel to have that conversation. So that should be because I actually wanted to have YB and the Cast Me Out to come up there, but I don't know y'all schedules because it's at night, and I know YB works at night, so I know he wouldn't be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's true.
But If y'all could watch from the shadows, that's fine, and leave the comments.
Not the
whatever.
shadow. He didn't put y'all in the bushes. He put y'all in the
Well, the
shadow.
bushes, you know what I'm trying to say. That's the
He
shadows.
get
Also, my other panel, the whole whether you like it or not, reality and gossip panel that me and Terrence be doing on Mondays. That's also that. So yeah, so I have two panels and
Isn't that called like I said what I said?
Huh?
It's whether you
Isn't
like
that
it or
called
not.
I said what I said?
No, it's called whether you like it or not. And the reason why
Whether you like it or not. There you go.
The reason why that's the name of it because people complain too much. So that's why I said whether you like it or not, this is what it is.
I know that's right.
So I got two panels and one interview with Eric Jones this week. So yeah.
Okay.
That's what's up. Amen.
Action-packed week.
I like it. Man, come on.
Yes, God.
Anybody else?
I just want to say thank everybody for streaming the album. I really do appreciate it. If y'all haven't realized by now, if y'all haven't watched the latest video I put out, the pink wall is back. I'm excited about that. And I have new things coming this year. So just be ready.
Man.
Yes, God.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll be back on Monday doing some makeup because I've been gone for half the week. Listen,
why this thing?
Listen, I suffer from migraines, and like Thursday and Friday, I couldn't even see out of my left eye at one point. So.
Ooh. And I know light sensitivity is a big thing because
it's huge. I was in the dark. Luckily, the Lord said, "Oh, I know these migraines are coming." So I'm just because our corporate offices are in Texas. He's like, "I'm just gonna shut the power down." So your servers are not working for the last 2 days, and they didn't come back online until today. Thank you, Jesus. So we was on the payroll, just sitting there like this, waiting for. Are we gonna be able to work today? No? Okay. And my supervisor was like, you don't even have to wait by the computer. Just have your phone next to you. If it come back up, I'll let you know. We ain't never get a text.
Yes. Yes. Oh, free money?
Listen, I was supposed to be in DC with El Teddy and really be, but then my job was like, because y'all ain't worked for 2 days, mandatory overtime this weekend. So like, that's okay. I'm going to collect all of these coins that they're throwing at me. I'm going to collect them all and put them away for the move because my apartment should be ready. Oh, God, I can't wait. Oh,
I know that's right.
Listen.
I know you're ready.
Yes, y'all know y'all tired of seeing me look like I'm in Motel 6 and somebody going to come through the door and get me. So.
Listen, I know all about that hotel life, child. I did it for 3 months last year. And
I did it for 3 grueling days. Oh my God. It was horrible, y'all.
Did you say for 3 days?
Grueling.
Okay.
I said 3 grueling days.
Try 3 months.
Oh,
Try
girl.
3 months.
Listen.
When y'all came to know me, I was still in a hotel at the time. So when y'all came to know me, I was still in a hotel. So that was grueling.
Amen.
Like, oh Jesus, glad to be out.
And then you can look back at a fireplace, bitch. Look at you. Look at God.
Listen.
Right. Glad to be out.
Exactly. So, y'all just pray much my strength in the Lord. That's all.
Everybody, child. We all need the uplifting. Amen.
Amen. Come on and end this because we now at 2 hours and 17 minutes and you about to fall face first on this desk. So with that being said, thank you so much.
Pleasure points, but bitch, I'm so tired right now. Cat, don't give me no.
Girl, if you fucking postpone this show again.
The reason I keep closing my eyes are stinging. That's when you know you're really tired. Like my eyes are stinging.
Take a nap.
When you get into a good nap, bitch, like it's called to come back.
Why do you think I was late? Bitch, my eyes are like this high. I was late, bitch. I was taking a great nap.
I was in the bed. I had forgot until he said so. I was in the bed.
I was taking
naked
a great nap. My nap
hair not done. No clothes on. Just all natural.
And I had one of them ugly wake ups. Like my face was all puffy. Like my hair was matted to one side. Like I was in a deep sleep. But I'm here. I did what I had to do. I showed up to work.
Amen.
So you take your ass to sleep. You get up, and then you wake your ass up.
I'm gonna do like 3 alarms.
Just set your alarm and get up.
With that being said, we want to thank everyone for coming out this evening. We love all of y'all, truth and justice and all that good shit. Hit the button. Thank you.
Better hit the button. We at 1K now, bitch. So this will have monetization, bitch. We will have ads on this bitch. Play it all the way through, Miss Thang. Okay. And while you at it, while the ad is playing, get on your computer, go to Instagram.com and go to Tika Naturals and place your order.
Amen. Amen.
Be blessed in every stretch, y'all.
Yes, right. Hit the button. Hallelujah.